it's really not clear until I get in this room and verify that. This is an unusual room, but in most homes there's furniture. And you won't be able to see behind everything. So this is very important, primary suite. So as I come in, I clear, okay? Clear, and then I'm going to start moving laterally, and I'm going to start sweeping in the opposite direction that I'm moving. Okay? So I'm moving this way. I've cleared, and I'm going to sweep, not crossing my feet, sweep all the way over. And I can't really see behind that door, so I'm going to get over here, clear that door. Okay? Now the room is clear. But I'm not done. So I do a primary sweep, then I come back and do a secondary sweep. Primary and secondary sweep. Secondary sweep is in case I missed anything the first time. Now, I'll tell you some pitfalls here to be careful when you do this, and everybody's going to do this in just a minute. Pitfall. 1, staying focused on this corner. There's no reason to do this. You don't come down here and then start your sweep. Okay? 2, crossing your feet. Okay? Bad. 3, doing this. This isn't a sweep. You can't see anything that way. If I have a thread here and I do this, then, there's a thread over there. Now I have to go back and address the thread, right? So your sweep should be at about this. I'm sweeping about that speed. Sweeping around, looking for thread. Then on my secondary, I'm going to look up, okay? Look up, look down, look around, maybe move around a little bit, look behind things, and I'm good to go. I've done my primary and secondary sweep. It's not this. See this all the time. That's not a sweep. This is a sweep. Finger straight, looking over the muzzle of the weapon.
Do the incorrect version one more time.
I'm sorry?
Do it incorrectly again. I just want to make sure I understand what you just
Okay, this
said.
is incorrect. That's not a sweep. People do that. They see that on TV. This is a sweep. Right here, about this speed. I'm looking. Okay, if there's a threat, bang, 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 I can address the threat. Then I'll come back and do a secondary sweep.
Question. If you're coming into the room and there's a threat here in this corner, he's expecting you to come in. So is it good to come in right at shooting level? Would you want to come in a little lower so it's like, oh, there's someone down there. By the time he drops down, you've shot him? Because he's kind of got the drop on you at this point.
That's a good question. We get that question every time. He does have the drop on you. And that's why you have to practice combat mindset, and you have to expect there's somebody that's going to be. That's not going to surprise me. Remember, I know that there's somebody in that corner. I know there is. I know it. I mean, I might not really know it, but as I'm getting ready to enter that room, I can't see the corner, and I'm thinking, there's somebody in that corner. Okay? Bang, right there. I'm shooting here. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep shooting right here until he goes down. But I'm practicing mentally. I know there's somebody in that corner. And if there's nobody in the corner, okay. But I'm not telling myself, oh, that corner's clear. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You're expecting that. You're expecting somebody to be there. That's what you have to think. Danger areas, corners. Now, let me address your other point. If you try to, they used to teach this back in the old days, probably before, well, some of you old guys are living. They used to teach kneeling or coming in low. The problem with that is that you are stationary or you're not mobile. I want to be, even if the guy's shooting at me, I want to be moving, okay? Because it's much more, even a target moving at you is difficult to shoot. If you don't believe that, go to a range that has reactive targets and let the guy start moving the target toward you quickly as you're shooting, and you'd be surprised. It's very difficult to hit that target, especially if the target's shooting back at you. Real difficult. And you guys are going to be good shooters. You're not already. This guy's a bad shooter. He's not going to hit you. You're going to hit him. That's your mindset. So we don't want to kneel or we don't want to crouch down. The other reason we don't want to do that is this. The bad guys generally don't go out and practice shooting, and they don't dry fire, and they have a tendency to what? And some of you guys know this.
Jerk the trigger.
Jerk the trigger. And if you jerk the trigger, where does the round go?
Down and left.
Low. That's why you don't wanna be low. I'd rather get shot in the knee or the leg than in the head. Okay? Although it might bounce off my head, so I don't know. But anyway, that's a good question. So the point is, we've gotta catch this corner. I know there's somebody there, nobody's there. Start my primary sweep, come around, secondary sweep, and now I'm good to go and I can move to the next room, yes.
Like you were mentioning, this is obviously not a good example of a room, but let's say you got like a kitchen, it's got multiple entry points, it's got cabinets, it's got closets. I mean, you just open every closet and move through?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't wanna say no, it depends, if you think somebody's there. Now, if you believe somebody's there and it's a slow and deliberate, yes, you do. You have to check closets, you have to check under sofas, you have to check under beds, all that kind of stuff, yes. If your child's screaming in the room down there, you're not gonna stop to do that.
Right.
You're just gonna go in and handle the situation there. So it depends on the situation.
Okay.
Now, the only real difference between slow and deliberate and dynamic is, we'll have to go to another room because this drill